this is my first video about the Passion Project, and today I'll be talking about Schutz American School. Schutz American School is an independent, non-profitable American school in Alexandria, Egypt that provides co-educational learning and independent learning from pre-kindergarten until 12th grade. But I'm not here to promote the school. I'm here to talk about why it's my passion and what I love about it. And I'm going to also tell you a little bit of history and interview an expert of Schutz American School. The two parties I'll be talking about in my video are Schutz American School and Egypt itself, primarily Alexandria. This school and the country it's in have had many conflicts in the past, primarily due to the fact that Schutz American School is an American school, and this is an Egyptian country. So there may have been a few conflicts. Conflict may be the attendance of students during the time of the Egyptian Revolution. Less and less students came to Schutz at that time, but it was fixed very quickly. It was a small problem, but still was one that occurred. Then the second, of course, is the pound devaluation. When the American dollar got to 20 pounds recently, many people had some conflicts. It wasn't an official conflict that had a lot of problems, but it was still something that many people talked about and felt like it was a concern. So I thought I should include it in this video. All in all, these problems are solved at the end, so we shouldn't really be talking about them that much. Let's talk about things we do care about. Schutz has had a very valuable history for a very long time. Founded in 1924, making it the #1 oldest school in Alexandria. Hello there, I am back again, and currently I'm heading to Ms. Seif as my expert to film her for the Passion Project. So we're here to ask Ms. Seif a few questions, and she will answer it now. So the first question is, in your view, how has the school changed over time you've been working in it, and the sense of the environment in general?
Okay, so I started working in the early 90s, so a long time ago. Been here for about 20 years now. When I first started working at Schutz, I'd say the largest change is that we had very few Egyptian students, and we had classes that were filled with expat students, so foreigners. Now, of course, you have very few expat students, and because they're not living in Alexandria, and you have classes that are filled with local Egyptian students. So I'd say that impacted the environment in the sense that we have a change in the nationalities of students that are attending, but I don't think that the school in itself and what we believe and our values and our teaching, quality teaching and learning, none of that has changed. It's just the social dynamic of the student population that has changed.
Who have been people that you have overlooked as idols?
That I've seen as idols at Schutz?
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean like Schutz, but it could be anywhere.
So I'm going to say there are 6 people, okay, at Schutz that have had an impact on at least on my career at Schutz, and I think on the school in general. Jamie and Ron Walters. So this building that we're in right now, this elementary school building, is called Walters Hall.
They've been here in Schutz, as I read, around the golden thing that they put up next to the Walters Hall.
Yeah.
They've been in Schutz for 33 years.
33 years? They're not here any
No,
okay.
I like
they were here, yeah. It could, I don't know the exact number, but for a long time. That sounds about right, about 30 years.
Because I think it says 1966 to 1999.
Okay, so you've done your research, so
yes.
You know. Good. So they're definitely. Then I would say the Patis, Larry and Lavina Pati. Larry was the head of school here, and he was here at the time when Ron was the assistant head, Ron Walters. And they had a very significant impact on the school and the values of the school, the value of family at the school that we still uphold, that is in our mission. Say somebody that had a direct impact on my career here at Schutz.
Yes.
It's maybe not the history of Schutz.
Yeah.
But Mike Moat, Mr. Mike Moat, was the principal here in this office for I think 5 or 6 years. He was the principal for pre-K 3 up to grade 8. At the time we were pre-K 3, the structure to grade 8 was one school. I remember very clearly we were in his office here, and I was teaching, at the time I was teaching middle school humanities, okay? And Mike Moe was my principal. So we were sitting in this room, same room, and he said, what do you want to do in the next 3 to 5 years? What are your goals? What are your plans? I was teaching. I said, I love teaching, I'm happy teaching, so I could continue to teach for the next 3 to 5 years. He said, have you thought about doing anything in administration? And I said, oh, no, but I could think about it. Following day, he sent me a note with a program, a master's program in educational administration, with a handwritten note that said, I think you should look into this program. So I got excited and I started to read a little bit about it, and I decided I would do my master's in educational administration. With the idea that maybe at some point I may want to be the principal.
So if it wasn't for Mr. Mike, you wouldn't have thought of being like a principal?
No, I may not. So when I was hired to be the principal, the first day I came into this office and was hired as the elementary principal, I called Mr. Mote and I said, Mike, I am in your office. This is still your office. I'm in your office, and I've been hired as the elementary principal. There's always people in your life that somehow have an impact on your dreams, your goals, your path.
Schutz American School has been a tight-knit community for a very long time. How has that impacted the learning of students positively over the time?
Okay, so I completely think you nailed it in your question. That one of the most amazing things, in my opinion, about the school that has continues to be, it was when I first started working here and it still is like you said, the tight-knit community, the family. We call it Schutz's family, Schutz's family. And the relationships that are formed between the students, the teachers, the parents, ends up being a very, very, very tight bond that continues with you for your life.
Thank you, Seif, for having us today. And this is our video for the expert, Seif.
I'd like to thank you, Seif. How honored I was to be given this chance to talk to you about how wonderful this school is.
The third party I'll be talking about is students. Students take a very important role in this topic, because think about school without students. It will never work. So that's why the third topic, next to the school and the country, is the students. Currently, the school that everyone watching this video is in is Schutz American School. And so what more important topic to address than that school? Schutz American School is a very important topic to talk about. And it's important and it's crucial for all the teachers and students to understand the history and all that's going around their school. And so this documentary uncovers that. If you already haven't learned enough about this school during this documentary duration, then don't hesitate to go ask anyone around. They'd most probably know a lot of information about Schutz. Also, Schutz is a very tight-knit community, so if you go around and ask anyone, they'll most probably know you and you will know them. So it won't be anything that you should be worried about.